Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Journalist Michael Sharpe recovering in hospital. Senior journalist Michael Sharpe has been hospitalized. His family has released a statement stating Sharpe has thanked his friends and well-wishers for their kindness and encouragement as he continues to recover. He and his family ask that you keep him in your thoughts and prayers, a section of the statement read. Sharpe is the news operations manager at the Jamaica News Network, a member of the RJR Gleaner Communications Group, of which the Gleaner is a part. Man attacked by mob after shooting woman with fishing gun. The police in St. James are probing a case where an angry mob attacked a man who reportedly shot a woman with a fishing gun at the Charles Guard Market. The 44-year-old, who is from Jericho District in Hanover, remains in hospital under police guard. Investigators say they are to speak with the injured woman to get her account of the events. The police say criminal charges may be brought against the man. The police report that about 3:10 p.m. on Thursday, a team was on patrol along a section of Lower Bervin Avenue in downtown Montego Bay when they came upon a group of about 5 men armed with machetes, sticks and stones attacking the Hanover man. On seeing the cops approaching, the men ran from the scene. The police personnel then rushed him to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was admitted with chop and stab wounds. It is reported that investigators later returned to the scene as part of a probe and were reportedly informed that the man taken into custody had earlier attacked a woman inside the Charles Guard Market and shot her with a fishing gun. Residents of Tanisha Jackson lament Jamaica's crime problem. Relatives of 20-year-old Tanisha Jackson have been left distraught by her murder and are lamenting Jamaica's crime monster, especially against women and girls. They say that they held on to hope as repeated calls were made to her cell phone. Surmising that her cell phone was charged, relatives say they were hoping that the phone could be used to determine Jackson's whereabouts. Those hopes were dashed when news came that her partially decomposed body was found at the Portmore Fishing Village, which is located along Dyke Road in Portmore, St. Catherine. The body of the former St. Andrew High School student was allegedly found with the hands bound and the underwear removed. Jackson, who is from Manchester Avenue in Independent City in Portmore, had been missing since Wednesday, March 24. From the day she went missing, the phone kept on ringing. That means the phone wasn't dead. We called like crazy, said a relative who did not wish to give her name. Girls are missing constantly here in Jamaica, so if you have a girl bikini, what happens here in Jamaica? If you have a girl bikini, you have to follow them to the bus stop. You have to take them to work. You have to pick them up. She can't even get to live her own life, the relative vented. She was among relatives who gathered at Jackson's Independent City home. Jackson's mother, Eunice Chambers, was still speaking to detectives from the Greater Portmore Police Station and eventually left with investigators. Security forces on high alert to enforce stringent COVID measures. The National Security Ministry has released a statement saying the security forces are on high alert to enforce stringent COVID measures. The issue was among the matters discussed on Thursday's meeting of the Andrew Holness-chaired National Security Council. The government has enforced 3 weekends of lockdowns starting this Saturday at noon until Monday at 5 o'clock in the morning. According to the ministry, Prime Minister Holness instructed that the measures be strictly enforced. The matter of crime was also on the agenda of Thursday's Security Council meeting. The government reiterated its stand on ridding the country of guns, gangs and dons, said a spokesperson in a statement from the ministry. Holness reportedly received a comprehensive brief and operation update on security matters and hotspots and advice on the potential for escalation given the current volatility in some areas. The Prime Minister directed that additional resources be deployed in these areas to keep the peace. Western Jamaica stocks up amid heavy traffic. Shoppers across Western Jamaica stock up on a wide range of grocery items Friday afternoon in preparation for the weekend lockdown announced by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The lockdown was among a raft of new measures to curtail the island's spike in COVID-19 cases. The new measures, including expanded weekend curfews beginning March 27, form part of provisions under the Disaster Risk Management Act. The revised weekend hours will begin at midday Saturday, continue through Sunday, and end at 5 a.m. on Monday, March 29. There was a steady flow of customers at most of the grocery retail outlets visited Friday afternoon. Shoppers were seen loading cases of spring water, canned food, and other items onto trolleys before making their way to the cashier. The late afternoon shopping was a contrast to pedestrian going notice earlier in the day. Early Friday afternoon, one civil servant who was shopping at the Progressive supermarket in Witter Village, Iron Shore in St. James, made it clear that she was using the opportunity to do her normal monthly shopping, and her presence at the business facility had nothing to do with any COVID-19 lockdown. You have to understand that a number of us who are paid monthly would have used the weekends to shop for the coming month. I would normally pick up my groceries on Sunday evenings after church, but I am just doing it today because it will be an entire lockdown on Sunday and half day today, she explained. One supervisor at a supermarket in Montego Bay shared that a lot of customers came in on Thursday to beat Friday's expected crowd. They came in from Thursday because they did not want to be caught in the crowd, and with COVID going around, people don't want to mingle, she shared. One of the supermarket workers who assist shoppers with pushing their trolley to transport grocery items to their vehicles revealed that she made more tips and got more tips on Thursday in comparison to Friday. Thursday was much busier than now. Up to now, me tired from Thursday because the numerous times I push out groceries for the customers, explained the supermarket worker. There was also noticeable brick shopping at the Charles Garden Market in Montego Bay and long lines at the nearby Time and Patience Bakery. Meanwhile, the police were out in their numbers to assist with the monitoring of traffic in the congested streets in the city of Montego Bay and the major towns across western Jamaica. Man killed 2 weeks after telling brother to be careful in Tivoli. 2 weeks before Philip Gibson, a Christian father of two, was killed, he called his younger brother and told him to be careful in Tivoli Gardens, a tough community in West Kingston. So, when his family learned of Philip's own death on Wednesday night, they were left shattered. Tivoli Garden, Philip's younger brother, said that the last thing he expected to happen, considering the warning Philip had given him 2 weeks prior. The last conversations me and him have, him say me fi watch myself. Him a tell me fi be safe, and them thing dey, and I ask if me alright. This a just 2 weeks ago, so me ask him what about him, and him a say him good, and them thing dey, he recalled. Them man dey a genuine youth, him born and grow at Tivoli, but them man dey not even talk. Philip a nice youth, nobody no have nothing bad to say about him. Gibson, 42, fathered 11 and 6-year-old boys and was a member of the Tivoli Gardens marching band. He was among 2 killed in a drive-by shooting in Java, a section of Tivoli Gardens, about 7:50 p.m. Wednesday. The other individual has been identified as 40-year-old Charles Williams, alias Blacks. According to the Constabulary Cooperative Communications Unit (CCU), Williams and 2 men were sitting on a roadway when they were pounced upon by gunmen who opened fire, hitting them. The police were alerted and they were taken to hospital, where Williams and another man were pronounced dead and the other admitted for treatment. Devani recalled receiving the news of his brother's death. Me dey on the road Wednesday night and get a call from a friend, and the girl a tell me say when me come home, she will tell me what happened. And then she call me back and tell me, I'll know me no cry, he said. Another brother, Giovanni Gibson, said he may have escaped death that night and he was supposed to have gone and seen Philip. Me shock, me did go look for him in at the same time. Maybe if me did reach, and me and him would have dead round there, or maybe me could have saved him, but me no get no chance. Me did fi look for him because him fi help me with an NCB account, he said. Certain things when me want help with, like my passport, birth paper, and ID, him ever help me get it. He's an educated youth, him more educated than me. The knowledge him have, me not have that knowledge, so him help me in certain things. Giovanni said he delayed seeing him because he has yet to follow through on something his brother told him to do. Me if he sort out my passport and me no get to do it. If him did tell me to do something and me no do it, me afraid to show me face to him. Him no angry no, but him bark after you. Him push me. Him help me in everything from school days coming up to now. Him always did if he push me. Giovanni said Philip was recently even trying to get him enrolled at Heart Trust NTA. Me sign up the paper and him say fi wait pan a call so me and him can go the same place. Him already start, so him did a try get me in. Giovanni said their father had taken Philip's death hard. Him no too sleep last night, him just gone to bed, he said yesterday afternoon. Nine of him have and Philip is the second oldest one. The CCU said detectives assigned to the Kingston Western Police Division were probing the circumstances surrounding the shooting death of the two men. Meanwhile, there have been 22 murders in the division since the start of the year, a 29% increase compared to the same period last year. There have also been 27 shootings in the division, 4 up from 2020. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.